So 3-car inverts puts the 38 of John Cote out of Hamilton, the Blue Street Contracting Putney's Auto Tech Center number 38 on the pole. Rolling off second out of London, the Lift Low Limited, Lloyd's Paving number 23, it's David Rockwood. Rolling off third, your quick time pole setter out of Kitchener in the only fours, Houghton Rust Control number 41, it's James Houghton. Rolling off in the fourth position out of Troy in the Blue Street Contracting number 7 machine, it's Matt Young. Starting in the fifth spot at Centralia and the Wilds Printing Lift Low Limited at number 97X, it's Cody Wilds. Rolling off at the sixth spot out of Encash in the McTier Water Graphic Design Studio number 3, it's Chase the Mad Hatter Mitchell. Starting in seventh out of Waterford in the Beer Bites APC BT Racing number 6, it's Wayde Thorne. Starting eighth out of Milton in the Slama Racing number 90, it's Gary Slama. Starting ninth out of Beachville in the Ace Auto Parts Justice for Tory, it's the number 34 of Dan Story. Starting 10th out of Caledonia in the Zanetta Postal Digging Mega Lift Truck number 17, it's Spencer Riddell. Starting 11th out of Beachville in the Flatbroke Racing Doc Jones Auto number 55, it's Uncle Craig Cole. Starting 12th out of 1 out of Brantford in the Hoskins Racing number 1, it's Rob Hoskins. Starting in the 13th position out of Fergus in the London Recreational Racing, Jennifer Hatch PC 275 Realty number 0, it's Phil Givens. Starting 14th out of Brampton in the only fours, Lowball Racing, Ivan's Auto Service, number Lane Zardo. Starting 15th out of Caledonia in the Double Trouble Racing, Timpson's Auto Service, number 12, it's Chance Rogers. Rolling off 16th out of Paris in the Driving with Haley, Blue Street Contracting, number 28, it's Haley Hill. Starting 17th out of London in the CarQuest Machine Shop, Cole the Butcher, number 51, it's Jordan Morris. Starting 18th out of Ancaster, the McTier Water Haulage Graphic Design Studio number 73, it's Rick Mitchell. Starting 19th out of Dundas in the A&A Discount Auto Parts, Blue Street Contracting number 10 machine, it's Courtney Scott. Starting 20th out of Fergus in the Clark Automotive, Napa Ideal Supply, Lowball Racing number 24C, it's Brady Cox. That's your top 20 qualifiers. The rest come from the Last Chance qualifier. Starting 21st out of Paris, the 85, it's Cam Thompson in the Oakville Trailers machine. 22nd into Dundas in the Zanata Postal Digging number 17K, it's Rodney Rutherford. Starting 23rd out of London, the BT Racing 28, it's Joe Lawrence. Starting 24th out of Waterdown in the Pug, it's the 40 of Mark Allen. Starting 25th, the 91 out of Cambridge, the Mike Etzel Stable. Miles ahead, Sport Fishing number 91, it's Austin Etzel. 26th out of Beachville in the Flatbroke Racing, Doc Jones Auto number 22F, it's Jordan Wilms. 27th out of Dorchester, Corey's Tire and Auto number 6X will be Will Quarry. 28th, the 31 machine out of Erin in the Freedom Village of Canada, number 31, it's Chad Corcoran. 29th out of Cargyle in the Schmidt Racing 14S, it's Glenn Schmidt. 30th, it's the 71 of Brandon Milligan out of Troy in the Oakville Blue Printing. So fans, this time we're going to send the field away for 30 laps for the Gold Rush 30 here at Flamboro Speedway. All presented by Hogan Law, McClurkin Properties of Cambridge, Lakeside Mobile Tire, Only Fours, and London Recreational Racing. John Cote, David Rockwood, your top two. The Flamboro pace car is going to set to pull down the infield. It's time to go feature time racing here on Gold Rush Night here at Flamboro Speedway. Lights are off. It is time to go green flag racing. Our Flamboro Speedway pace vehicle pulls that hard left-hand turn and drives into the infield. Fans, it's time to send away this 30-car field for the Gold Rush 30 here at Flamboro Speedway. We are green for the Gold Rush 30. Good start for the 38 of John Cote as he rocket chips down into turns 1 and 2. David Rockwood bunches up that outside lane. Top 3 now, 4 are going to clear him down the back straight away. The 23 has a tough start. Matt Young with nowhere to go. They're 3 wide behind him. Gary Slum on the middle, Craig Cole on the bottom. They come up off of turn number 4. 1 lap in the books. As the field tries to sort themselves out, the 23 of David Rockwood is struggling to get going on that outside line. John Cote, James Houghton, Cody Wilds out front, Wayde Thorne, Dan Story now your top 5. That 23 of David Rockwood, though, stuck on that outside line. Oh, Rob Hoskins sideways up off of turn number 4. Lane Zardo sorts itself out as they were side by side coming up off of turn number 4. Still green here in this one. John Cote still out front. James Houghton, Cody Wilds, Wayde Thorne, Matt Young now your top 5 as they work up off of turn 4. Comes for the 85 of Cam Thompson, spun on the back straightaway. Caution flag is going to fly. Field's going to sort itself out. We'll see if that 23 of David Rockwood might take that to the pit area. Not sure if he had a tire going down or what, but that 23 machine really, really slow on that opening start. Now he's going to bring that to the attention of his crew. We talked about it a little bit earlier as the field starts to double up, but an invert of 2, we said that's something you guys don't quite do. I know last year you guys did a whole invert of almost 23, 24 cars. So 2 is a little bit of a small invert, but hey, we're going to see what kind of show they're going to put on. There's lots and lots of heavy hitters. I think, what did you guys say? You had 28 invert or 23 invert last season, I think? Something like that?
One of our races had a full invert of 23 cars. Our last race this year was back on July 5th at Berlin Raceway. Tyler Rohrig was our All-Star Performance Fast qualifier. He drew a 16 for an inversion, so he started outside of row number 8 in that event.
That is crazy. That's a little bit wild. We talked about doing a 2 dice roll here, but we decided to go with a 1. Really was for this field, for the pure stocks, as we get set to go here. I think they're going to go 1 to go here this time off the line, but in a 30-lap feature, it's a little bit different. We don't want to send quite too far back, but 125 laps, you never know what's going to happen, but 125 laps is going to be the distance for the Outlaw Super Late models. It's going to be one heck of a show, but first, we're going to finish off this one here with the the pure stocks 3 laps into this one. 30 laps is going to be the distance here, so the 38 of John Cote, the 41 of James Houghton, 97D of Cody Wilds, the 6 of Wayde Thorne, the 7 of Matt Young, 34 of Dan Story. And look who just joined back into the field, the 23 of David Rockwood. After starting on the top row, he lost a whole pile of spots, and now he's back on the speedway. So keep an eye on that number 23. We'll see how many spots he can pick up here in this 27-lap dash for the Gold Rush. As the Flamboro Speedway pace car pulls back down to the infield, it's set to go green here once again. John Cote, James Houghton going to lead the field. The green off of turn 4, right back underway for the Gold Rush 30. Close start. James Houghton, John Cote side by side as he work off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway once again. They are 2 by 2 for 15 rows deep as we work into 3 and 4. Cote and Houghton on the inside. Come up off of turn number 4. This time we'll see who gets the advantage. Looks like Cote will stay up front, but 41 of James Houghton still right there on the outside lane, trying to pick off a couple spots. Cote trying to battle back on the bottom. Still side by side behind them, Cody Wilds and Wayde Thorne. Matt Young, the first single car afield, as he holds on to that 5th position right ahead of him. Or behind him, the 90 of Gary Slum, and then they're 2 by 2 behind him as the whole field rumbles back into 1 and 2. They're 3 wide a little bit further in the field. Rodney Rutherford, Jordan Wilms. Jordan Morris gets together with the 28 of Joe Lawrence. Right in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Looks like that's going to affect the handling on that number 28 machine. They're 3 wide ahead, though, at the front of the field as they come up off of turn 4. Wayde Thorne in the middle. Gary Slama, Cody Wilds trying to split that number 6 machine as they work back into 1 and 2. James Houghton still trying to power by on the outside, but John Cote is not giving up that inside line too easily. A little bit further, they're 3 wide once again. Rob Hoskins throws it to the inside on the 0 Phil Givens. This time as they come underneath the stripe, John Cote takes that top spot away from the 41 of James Houghton. He's going to clear that 41 machine. Matt Young now in 3rd spot. As they're 1, 2, 3, they're trying to break away just a little bit. Wayde Thorne, Gary Slama, 4th and 5th. Craig Cole has worked his way up into the 6th position. Lap number 8 now goes up on the board. John Cote still out front. James Houghton, Matt Young, those top 3 have started to break away just a little bit at the front of the field. Wayde Thorne, Gary Slama, Craig Cole, 6th, 7th is the 97D of Cody Wilds, 8th the 0 Phil Givens, 9th the 9th the 1 of Rob Hoskins, 10th now the 34 of Dan Story. As we work up off of turn number 4 underneath the straight back in 1 and 2, the challenge for the race lead is on. James Houghton is looking down the inside on the 38 of John Cote, but Cote said no dice. He holds that momentum up in the middle groove here on this 3rd mile Flamboro Speedway. 41 of James Houghton and the 7 of Matt Young. Those 3 drivers have tried to break away from the field. Lap number 10 goes up on the board of this 30-lap feature event. Houghton is starting to challenge for the race lead as he lets the 38 of Cote know, I am at the back bumper. Those top 3 have broken away, then it's another 3-car battle and another 3-car battle, then it's absolute chaos behind them. 17 of Spencer Riddell, 2nd in points here at Flamboro Speedway, trying to hold on to that outside lane. That's for the 10th position. Lap number 11 goes up on the board of this 30-lap feature event. Houghton is starting to challenge for the race lead as he lets the 38 of Cote know, I am at the back bumper. Those top 3 have broken away, then it's another 3-car battle and another 3-car battle, then it's an absolute chaos behind them. 17 of Spencer Riddell, 2nd in points here at Flamboro Speedway, trying to hold on to that outside lane. That's for the 10th position. Ahead of that 34 of Dan Story, then the 22F of Jordan Wilms coming from the last chance qualifier. He's worked his way up to the 12th position. He just gets around that 30 of Lane Zardo as they are slicing and dicing here in the middle of the pack as we work lap number 12 of this 30-lap Gold Rush feature event sponsored by Hogan Lawn Recruitment Properties of Cambridge, Lakeside, Mobile Tire, Only 4, and London Recreational Racing. The one of Rob Hoskins has a huge piece of debris hanging off the back bumper. That's the rear bumper cover. Looks like it might come off. We'll see if it stays connected. I know the 6 of Wayde Thorne, who won the Frosttoberfest race here for the Pure Stocks with that thing hanging on barely, so they are made durable. We'll see if the one machine can hang on. But right now, John Cote still up front. James Houghton, Matt Young, those top 3 setting blistering fast laps at Flamboro Speedway as they have broken away from our 4th place runner. That 6 of Wayde Thorne. 5th is the 90 of Gary Slama. They're starting to break away from that 55 of Craig Cole. Battle for the race lead is on now. John Cote and James Houghton see the cross flags go up in the air. Halfway home, halfway to go for the 38 of John Cote. James Houghton, Matt Young, bumper to bumper to bumper as they work back into 3 and 4. They stand to the green flag, but James Houghton is applying some serious pressure to the back bumper of that 38. Putney's Auto Center, number 38 of John Cote. Matt Young right in that mixer as well. He's going to take a peek to the inside for the 2nd spot. Young trying to put that number 7 machine on the top stop of the podium here in the Gold Rush 30. He's getting a little bit of a run on that 41 as he worked up off of turn number 4. John Cote of Flamboro Speedway regular. 41 of James Houghton, the invader, in between 2 Flamboro Speedway regulars. Cote trying to hang on to this one as we got lap number 17 up on the board of this Gold Rush 30 for our Pure Stock event. Houghton again looking to the inside up off of turn number 4. Cote going to try to shut the door in 1 and 2. Cote though, right there, close quarter action as Cote slammed the door shut on the 41 of Houghton. Rest of the field trying to single themselves out. That battle for the race lead is fast and furious. Lap number 18, now 19 will go up on the board. Cote, Houghton, Young, Thorne, and Slama, your top 5. Craig Cole runs in 6th, 7th, the 97D of Cody Wilds, 8th, the 1 of Rob Hoskin, 9th, the 0 Phil Gibbons, 10th, the 17 of Spencer Riddell. 11th, the 34 of Dan Story, 12th, the 22F of Jordan Wilms, 13th, the 28 of Joe Lawrence, 14th, the 12 of Chance Rogers, 15th, the 51 of Jordan Morris, 16th, the 24 of Brady Cox, 17th, the 28 of Haley Hill, 18th, the 30 of Lane Zardo, 19th is the 17K of Rodney Rutherford, 20th, the 91 of Austin Etzel. As we were saying that, the 41 of Houghton gets around the 38 of Cote and takes that top spot away. New race leader will be the 41 of James Houghton. Your quick time posted are now out front. Cote now is going to try to fend off the 7 of Mac Young as they work back into 1 and 2 with 9 laps to go in this one. The leaders are going to have a little bit of lap traffic ahead of them. That's the 40 of Mark Allen, the 6 of Will Corey, and the 71 of Braden Mulligan. Allen in the 40 stays way down to the inside, give the leaders a lot of racing room as you work lap number 22 of this one. The battle for 5th is on as well. Craig Cole to the inside on the 90 of Gary Slama. He takes that spot away. Matt Young clears the 38 of Cote for 2nd. Now Cote is going to slip into the 3rd spot, right ahead of that 6 of Wayde Thorne, who's making a charge through the field here again. 23 laps up on the board of this 30-lap Gold Rush 30 for the Pure Stocks. Houghton now working through a little bit of lap traffic. He's got about a 6 to 7 car length advantage over the 7 of Matt Young. Cote and Thorne still right there, nose to tail, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, or excuse me, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Houghton, though, clears the 6 of Will Corey. As this time, lap number 24 goes up on the board of this 30-lap A main event, the Gold Rush 30 for the Pure Stocks. Houghton works around the 71 of Brandon Milligan. Now the 7 of Matt Young, John Cote, and Wayde Thorne going to get their mix in the lap traffic as well. Looks like problems with the 17K of Rodney Rutherford as he pulls down to the infield to the attention of his crew. 5 laps to go in this one. James Houghton still out front. Matt Young trying to slice and dice his way through some lap traffic. John Cote, Wayde Thorne right in that mixer as well. The leaders will work around the 14 of Glenn Schmidt, now the 91 of Austin Etzel. James Houghton though still holds that 5 car length advantage back down into 3 and 4 once again. Battle for 3rd is on as Wayde Thorne taking a peek down to the inside on the 38 of Cote. Lap 26, now 27 going to go up on the board. 3 laps to go for the 41 of James Houghton. Matt Young trying everything he can to close that gap between him and the 41 of James Houghton. Houghton has a little bit of clear racing room ahead of him. He comes down into 3 and 4. This time he's going to see the 2 to go stands go up in the air. The popsicle sticks are up in the air. 2 to go for the 41 of James Houghton. Matt Young trying to close that gap, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Cote trying to hold on to that third and final podium spot. Wayde Thorne, though, knocking on the door as they head into 3 and 4. James Houghton's got a little bit of lap traffic ahead of him as this time he comes up off turn 4. White flag in the air. The 41 of James Houghton's got one more lap of racing action to go. Houghton into 1 and 2 once again. Matt Young trying to close the gap, but I think it might be too little, too late. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Houghton working around some lap traffic down to the inside. He's going to come up off a turn 4 with the gold rush. There he goes to the 41 of James Houghton. Second to 7 of Matt Young. Third to 38 of John Cote. Fourth, the 6 of Wayde Thorne. And fifth, the 55 of Craig Cole. Down and grab word with our feature winner, the Gold Rush 30, the 41 of James Houghton. Down here in Victory Lane with the winner of the Gold Rush 30. He's going to climb from the car. Fans, have a round of applause. Your feature winner, the 41 of James Houghton. Climbing up on the top of the car. There he goes up on the roof. How about another round of applause, James Houghton? Climbing down from the car. We'll slide in and grab a word here with James. Well, James, you set quick time a little bit earlier here tonight. You're able to work your way through that field. Couple cautions. Able to rocket ship out to the race lead. How is this 41 here to pick up? How does it feel to pick up the win here in the Gold Rush 30 here tonight?
We've been very lucky to always have really good pace here, but we haven't won one of the kind of crown jewel events at Flamboro since 2021. So it's not without trying. Everyone that helps us, everyone that supports us, we've all put in a tremendous amount of effort to make this car as good as it is. And we got one again after almost 3 years.
I know you guys got a lot of support. Rich, the whole team behind you. Who do you want to give a shout out to for getting this 41 here to Victory Lane here tonight?
We've got to give a big shout out to Houghton Rust Control, Ivan's Auto Service, Only Fours, Stripping Technology, Stickers and Scuffs, Pedal Power, 2-Speed Motorsports, Unit 2 Fabrication. I hope that's everyone. I apologize to whoever have I missed, but I think that's everyone.
There you go, fans. Have a round of applause. Your feature winner, the 41 of James Houghton. Slide in and grab a word here with our second place finisher, the 7 of Matt Young. Well, Matt, you had to come through the field, worked your way to get around that 38 of Cote. You guys were bumper to bumper almost the whole race. How was this 7 car working here tonight?
This thing was hooked right up. We were right with James and obviously John, and kind of messed up one corner there and let James get away a little bit. But I mean, when you can finish second to James at 2 big events this year is pretty good and shows how good the car is, right?
I know you guys got a lot of support on the 7 car. Who do you want to give a shout out to for getting things done?
Well, obviously, first and foremost, Carl. We got written off Sunday at Sunset in the mini stock, so we stayed home yesterday, ripping it apart. Carl took this car back to his house, had it all set up for here and ready to go, right? So, and then obviously Blue Street Contracting, McGinty Towman Electric, and my wife and all the guys are in the pits with me.
There you go, fans. Your second place finisher, the 7 of Matt Young. Slide over and grab word with our third place finisher, the 38 of John Cote. Well, John, you led a good chunk of that race. Couldn't quite close the deal, but the 38 car looked pretty fast here tonight in the Gold Rush 30.
Oh, man, this thing was hooked right up. I don't know what happened there. I guess there was some fluid on the track, and I thought we were done for because that wall was coming quick.
I know you guys got a lot of support on this 38 car. You guys have done a really, really good job improving each time out. Who do you want to give a shout out to on this 38 machine?
First and foremost, my wife, and then Matt right here helped me out with the setup. If it wasn't for him, I say it every time, we wouldn't be here because he had the part we needed, and my work Putneys and Plastic Auto Recyclers.
There you go, fans. Your third place finisher tonight in the Gold Rush 30, the 38 of John Cote.